What is up, guys? MACABESPEED coming at ya. Could not be more excited today. In my hands here I hold my very first regulated PCP airgun that I have ever owned in my entire life. I am so thrilled that the first PCP rifle I receive will actually be one of the highest quality rifles that currently exists in AEA's line. The 30 caliber 7.62 millimeter Challenger Pro, direct from Fox Air Power. Terry Fox, thank you very much, my guy. I am so thrilled with this. God, I can't even get my words straight today because this is a thing of beauty. When you have so much stuff just packaged into such a compact and aesthetically pleasing frame, it's like, what's not to like? If you guys are a fan of the channel and subscribed, you would notice that I actually did put out a shorts recently and showed you exactly how I modified this thing. Although we don't have the Donnie FL with us here today, I do have those super sick NS Boost exclusive barrel supports there, as well as a SIGHTMARK WRAITH today. And it is at 0-0 on its coordinates, so it's basically a fresh profile ready to see where we're at on the left side target. Because this is a higher end air rifle, I decided to feed it higher end ammunition than just standard wasp wasted pellets. Got these Apex 68 grain slugs, and I do want to see if we can just go ahead and get on target without the help of the bore sighter before we do anything. I do have the chrony running for you guys, and I do want to see what the shot spread, shot count, and velocity is going to be of these 68 grainers and get them sighted in for 25 yards. Once we get it in the 10 ring, I'm not around at 25 yards this time. We're going directly to 50 yards. If I could put it in the 10 ring at 50, we're going to go to 75, and so on and so forth. This is a long range rifle, and I want to stretch the legs of it today. Unfortunately, it's kind of more of one of those modern space frame type air rifles as far as the look is concerned, and because of that fact, I'm not going to be able to clamp this in my Bog Pod. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Very first shot. I have put no rounds through the barrel whatsoever. This is literally the very first shot this rifle has ever seen in my hands. Safe? Yeah, we're safe. Okay. A little bit of focus. A little bit of recording. A little bit of zoom. How crispy is this scope? Flipping my safety off. Now I know why they gave me that moderator adapter. Woo! Don't shoot this in your backyard. You will get cops called. If it's anything like the report that I just got out of mine, I mean, I don't know if I have like grease from manufacturing or what the case may be, but I'd be shocked if the cops didn't show up if you shot this unmoderated in your backyard. These are 1.0 on this. 910 feet per second, by the way, on that last shot. I know I've been shit this time out as far as trying to get you guys the chrony data. But like I said, setting up a fifth camera that I just don't physically possess is not possible. 910 feet per second, additionally, is very, very, very stable as far as velocities are concerned. Between 850 and 950 is pretty much looked at as one of the more optimal ranges for velocity. God, this side lever is silky. These are my real reactions, right? This is the first time I've ever shot this gun, so this is really how I'm experiencing it for the first time together with you, the viewer. Recording. Give us some zoom. Hopefully we've done our job with the 1.0. .925 on velocity. I'm gonna go ahead and, against my better judgment, just because it's like I feel like I'm just so close to it right now at 25 yards, I'm gonna go ahead and put a few rounds on target and see if it'll just group. And if it'll group, we'll move it to 50 and see if we need to make some adjustments from there. That side lever is slick, like Benjamin Bulldog slick. Same hole, 914 velocity. Same hole, 916 velocity. What'd it do to this guy? And firing. .919 velocity. Maybe the last round in the mag here. Two more. 918 velocity. And just hitting with authority. Final round in the magazine. This is seriously working well. AEA, Terry Fox, hats off, boys. Always keep your head on a swivel when you're out in these wildland ranges. That's the second time out-of-state Ford Explorers rolled by here with a scunge bag driving it. Oftentimes you'll find that people come out to these isolated areas to do things that they can't do in public populated areas. Let's go ahead and take this opportunity to move it right to 50. This dude's developing a dimple. Right. Alright guys, this is a regulated PCP. After the very first magazine that we ran all the way through this thing, I've got about 3,200 PSI left in the tank itself. And on the regulator we're at 2,200 PSI. So I get at least one more mag. I wish I could lock this thing down in my bog pod, but it's just not possible. Start our recording. It's life on the edge for my GoPros, man. My GoPros live a charmed life. The tolerances are really good on this Challenger Pro, like better than the regular Challengers. Everything seems to be just like clicking and clacking the way you would expect a high-end rifle to. Supremely flat trajectory with almost no deviation from 25 to 50 yards. This is counterintuitive though. I will say that this is highly counterintuitive. For it to be up when it's ready to fire and forward when it's on safe, totally against everything in my mind. .68 grains, 50 yards, hole on hole. I'm not good. So for me personally, this is an incredibly good result. If it seems like I'm a little bit twitchy on the range today, it's because there is a vehicle that continually goes back and forth on this road right now that I definitely feel like means me no good, so I'm paying attention closely. Always, guys, I can't stress it enough. I know I say it in a lot of videos, but when you're out in these wildland ranges, pay attention. I think realistically, as well as we're doing, it's too easy at 50 yards. Let's move it right up to 75. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just based on how little damage we've inflicted so far, I'm going to go ahead and continue to shoot at that right-hand side target. Alright, so we've only gone 2 shots more. 3,000 PSI on the main cylinder. Haven't touched the regulator or transfer port. 2,200 PSI there. So far, I can't be happier. In my mind, this is what it's like to shoot an FX, but without having the irritation of having to own an FX by name. I hate that brand so much. This is really where it's going to start to widen up for me personally, I think, with my own skills. Forward means fire to me again. Sitting there pulling on the trigger with like 19 pounds of force. Reset. There's no way. There's no way. I'm dumping the rest of the magazine just based on the fact that there's no way it's hole on hole. It has to have missed somewhere else. Wasn't somewhere else. Wow. That's crazy. Honestly, this may be one of the best things that I've ever seen AEA put out, at least as far as things that have been in my physical hands. This is such a wonderful item. Like, honestly, this is so good. It goes every place that I pull the trigger, and by doing so highlights my own shortcomings as a shooter and makes me want to work harder to master the fundamentals so that I can truly extract that which is available from this platform. Like, I'm f***ing blown away. I'm blown away. You guys have seen how I've shot other stuff in other videos. It's just not like this. I'm in one day potentially coming over to the dark side of regulated PCPs here. Wow. I know the footage is going to show up, but the whole gun went like this when I pulled the trigger. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Bottom of the diamond. Let's look at our pressure. 2,200 on the regulator, 2,500 on the main tank. I've got enough to get through this magazine, I think. That was better. The thing I did different that time was I kind of let the Bog Pod support the weight of the rifle instead of trying to hold the gun. See if we can emulate it again. – phenomenal. And that was the end of the magazine, an incredibly successful magazine. As stated once again, guys, for my own floor skill set. I mean, this is really, really, really good. I think the only thing that I can do for you at this point is move the camera out to 100 and start to slap the steel on that mini torso. I also do think it's going to be time for a top up. We don't need much though, because this is a regulated PCP. I mean, as long as it's like 2500 PSI or better, it should be in that regulated zone where it's stopped at 22. Okay, main tank bumps to 2800 PSI. Regulator still solid at 2200 PSI. Gonna go down range, move that camera for you boys and see what happens. Look at that. I'm pretty happy. All right. All right. All right, boys. I don't know how flat this trajectory is going to hold out as far as the 100-yard distance versus the 25-yard distance, but it'll be incredible if I didn't have to use any holdover. Alright guys, so this thing is proving to be an absolute laser gun for me out to the 75-yard mark so far, and I'm hoping to continue that success at 100. Got the mini torso set up out there, got 2800 PSI on the tank, 2200 PSI on the regulator with 68 grain Apex slugs. Let's get right into it. I keep flipping the safety forward. This is counterintuitive. AEA, please make it where forward is fire, up is safe. It's like a valve, right? If the valve is up, the thing's off. And recording so we don't miss the juicy shit. Where are you? Where are you hiding? There you are. Always doing the safety thing. Oh! Slapper. Hitter. All day hitter. This is better than I've shot in ages, and it's not because I got better overnight somehow miraculously. It's because I got a better piece of equipment. I was kind of nervous that it was going to rip it off the stand like that. I'm going to see if I can't split the card and hit it a little bit better. Hopefully you boys haven't missed any of the juicy stuff. I did notice that my camera was cutting out on me and remediated it for you, hopefully in time to catch the good shit. Let's continue. Can I split that thing card wide? Can I split that thing like a playing card? lost. Miss again. I hope I can flip that thing around. I got 2 shots to make it happen. Just to the left. I can't even really see it. I have to like guess at it. Wonder if it's even still out there. I have no idea. I think I have to just use my best estimate and try. Oh, it is there. I saw it through the dust. Just couldn't make the connection. I'm no Rick Ram. I can't cut no card at 100 yards with this rifle yet. It's just not in my skill set. This would be a great place to go ahead and end this video, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.